All right, today we're going to pull back the curtain on something you've probably seen a million times, an online sales pitch. Now, we're not here to judge the product itself. Instead, we're going to dissect the powerful marketing machine that sells it. For our case study, we're diving into a men's health supplement page. Let's see how it's built.
Every single one of these pages kicks off with a massive headline, and this one is a classic. The #1 formula to support your sex life goals. See, that's not just a title, it's a huge promise. It's designed to be a solution to a really deep-seated desire. This is the hook that's meant to reel you in, and it's our first big clue as to how these pages work their magic.
So here's how we're going to break this whole thing down. We're looking at 5 key parts. First, the promise they make to you. Then we'll look inside the miracle formula. After that, the psychology they use to persuade you. Then we'll decode the price tag. And finally, we'll uncover something I call the urgency trap. Let's dive in.
Okay, first up, the anatomy of the promise. You know, every great sales pitch starts with an emotional hook. It doesn't lead with the product, it leads with your problem. It hones in on a real pain point and then dangles this perfect life-changing solution right there in front of you. And it's never just one simple promise, is it? It's a whole buffet of benefits. Enhanced function, better circulation, stronger desire, improved stamina, you name it, it's on the list. The goal here is to cast this incredibly wide net to hit every possible button so that you start to think, wow, this is the one thing that'll fix everything.
But what's really being sold here, beyond all the physical claims, they're selling an emotion. The ultimate prize is taking control, getting your confidence back. So they're not really just selling you pills in a bottle. They're selling you a feeling, a better version of yourself.
So now that they've got you hooked with the promise, they have to make it seem legit. And that brings us to the miracle formula. This is the part where they build credibility by presenting a solution that's designed to sound scientific, reliable, and completely trustworthy.
Naturally, the first thing you're probably wondering is, okay, so what's the secret sauce? What's actually in this stuff? Well, the sales pitch is already one step ahead of you, and it's got an answer all ready to go, one that's designed to put your mind at ease. And here it is, the big reveal. A list of scientifically backed ingredients with names like Horny goatweed and Tribulus terrestris. And just look at the language they use. It's all about promoting, stimulating, and supporting. It sounds really impressive, right? Well, that's the whole point. They're drawing a straight, convincing line from these natural-sounding ingredients directly to the benefits you're looking for. But it's not just about what's in it, it's also about how they frame it. Natural formula, plant ingredients, non-GMO. It's basically a checklist of all the buzzwords you want here. Each one of these points is a little reassurance, a little nudge, to make you feel like this is the safest, most obvious choice you could make. Okay, so they've made a big promise, and they've backed it up with a scientific formula. Now it's time for the real magic, the science of persuasion. This is where they stop talking about the product and start tapping into your psychology to seal the deal. And what's the #1 weapon in their persuasion arsenal? The testimonial. So meet Mark T. He's 45 and he's got a story of triumph. And those little details, like his age and that verified purchase tag, they're all carefully placed to make him feel real, relatable, and totally trustworthy.
But of course, they don't stop there. Now we meet Paul R. He's 62 and he's feeling like a new man. You see what's happening here? By showcasing a success story from an older demographic, they're sending a powerful message. This product works for everyone. It's a clever way to broaden the appeal.
And to complete the trifecta, here comes Mickey R., a 38-year-old who's on top of the world. Notice the pattern? They've covered men in their 30s, 40s, and 60s, all singing the praises of this product. It's a whole symphony of success, a chorus of happy customers designed to make you feel like you need to join the party.
This whole technique has a name. It's a classic marketing strategy called social proof. It taps into the very simple idea that if lots of other people are doing something, then it must be the right thing to do. By bombarding you with these stories, they're triggering your fear of missing out if you don't jump on board too.
All right, now for the main event, the price tag. This isn't just about putting a number on a product. Oh no. This is where they use some very clever psychology to make you feel like you're getting the deal of a lifetime.
This is a textbook move called price anchoring. First, they show you this ridiculously high retail price, almost $900. Then, bam, right next to it, your price is just $294. That huge visual gap between the two prices makes the discount feel massive, even if that original price was just pulled out of thin air.
And just to hammer the point home, they flash this big, beautiful number right in your face, $600. Suddenly, you're not thinking about the money you're spending. You're focusing on the money you're saving. It's a brilliant little mental trick to shift your focus and make you feel like you're making a smart financial move.
And just when you thought the deal couldn't get any sweeter, they throw in bonuses. The more you buy, the more you get for free. It's a simple but super effective way to nudge you toward that bigger, more expensive package, making it feel like the smartest possible choice. And now for the grand finale, the urgency trap. They've made their case, they've shown you the value, and now it's time to close the deal. This is where they pull out all the stops to get you to click that buy button right now, without a second thought.
They do this in two main ways: time pressure and quantity pressure. You'll get a countdown timer ticking away or a message like, "while supplies last." Both of these create a sense of scarcity, making you feel like you're going to miss out if you don't act immediately. It's a powerful psychological trigger that's really hard to resist.
But what if you're still on the fence? What if you're thinking, I don't know? That's where risk reversal comes in. The whole point is for the seller to take on all the risk, so you feel like you have absolutely nothing to lose. It's designed to eliminate that last bit of hesitation.
And how do they do it? With a magical phrase, the 60-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. This is the ultimate safety net. It means the worst that can possibly happen is you just ask for your money back. It's a brilliant way to make you feel completely at ease with your purchase.
So there you have it, the anatomy of a sales pitch. From the emotional promise to the social proof to the urgency triggers, every single element is carefully crafted to persuade you. Now that you can see the architecture behind it all, the real question is, how will you read the web differently from now on?